Libra, welcome to your general overview and energy reading that is good for the next several weeks. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. We're going to go ahead and start off with the Moonology. Show me what I need to see, please, for that Libran energy. What's going on for Libra? Show me, Libra. What's going on, please, for Libra? Show me, Libra. Ooh. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. So, for those of you, the vision here being the moon, if you feel it's obscure, that's because stuff's blocking your view. Don't mind the smoke. I just ran some sage right now. I found it necessary. I often sage in between readings. Just need to. It's a good way for me to reset, but don't let that alarm you. Okay, but conclusions are within reach. So, I know you have some sort of goal in mind with the moon. It could be your love energy, of course. Secret thoughts, stuff that you've been kind of keeping under the surface. Perhaps you're trying to reach it. Something seems to be obscuring your moon. You have a goal in mind, you have a vision in mind, but you can't see all of it just yet. Conclusions are within reach. Let's see what's going on for you. The last full moon, I don't know if there was a super moon, but the last full moon might have been very important to some of you. Show me that Libran energy, please, which was September 10th. Show me what I need to see, please, for Libra. And that was a full moon in Pisces. Show me, Libra, please. What's going on for Libra? Once more, we're using the Dreamy Moons Tarot deck. We love it. Show me, Libra, please. What is going on for Libra? Three of Swords. Oh, honey. Ace of Wands. Okay. The Hierophant. Okay. 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 I got some sort of commitment energy here. How far it goes, I don't know. You just might simply have some very strong Taurus in your chart. Could be connecting to one as well. It doesn't have to be. But there is some pain in your heart space. Why? I don't know. But through that pain, Three of Swords, hope within you still resides. The Ace of Wands. A sense of invigoration. Hope for the new. Excitement. Pathway energy. Light of life. That kind of thing. Inspiration. Possibly passion. And the Hierophant. The things that we contract ourselves to, the things we say yes to, the things we say no to, because we're playing by a certain set of rules, okay? These are our standards. These are the things we've said yes or no to, what we contracted ourselves to. Again, commitment. Whether or not it's a relationship, I don't quite know. We'll see. I'm terribly fascinated. But you are showing me that yes, despite the fact that there is pain there, that you haven't given up hope, okay? King of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Hermit. Oh my, yes. We are determined. Determined, Libra says. I am determined to heal. I have made up my mind. I am guarding this decision. It's almost a little bit defensive. I don't know why, but if you're going to go through a healing phase and there's things that you need to think about or work out on your own, that could very well be it. I'll see. We'll see. But for the most part, I see you determined to learn from a certain experience and to heal from it, okay? Then we have Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, Ace of Cups. That's lovely. That's positive. That's lovely. So we're seeing progress here. That's good. Your overall is the Chariot, Cancerian energy, okay? Again, in your chart or whom you might be connecting with. But I'm seeing a hope for you that is quite simply to have a better heart space than how you opened up with. Your energy's up, your confidence is up. You might be communicating with someone new. There is communication here, and it's tying back to your sense of it's kind of like that. The Six of Wands is, yeah, it's victory, sure. Riding high in the streets of recognition, etc., but it's usually that confidence boost that says, okay, I've got my group back. I'm being seen in a certain way. I'm experiencing my energy in a certain way. So it can be flirtatious, it can be light, it can just be, again, confidence and sense of self and direction. But your energy is telling me it's back on track in the future. It's happier than where it was. Okay, so you haven't given up hope. You do seem to admit to some extent that there's some healing that you need to do within you. And you are either very much defending that, okay, with the Seven of Wands, justifying why you need to retreat, or why you need to work on things so critically, okay. You may not be in the position to put your energy out there in that way. Because I do see you kind of defending your quietness, your kind of solitude. Okay, but if that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. All right, let's start there with your Chariot. Where's your car trying to go? Is it propped up on blocks in the driveway? Right? The Chariot, that's our best vehicle for love and being in love. Different from the King of Cups, it's different from the Ace of Cups. It says, whew, with some speed and some sense of intensity and spacing, I got love. Not only that, I'm in love. Or it's love energy rushing at you. So let's take a look at that Chariot, please. We'll start right there. Which one, please? The Chariot. Show me the Chariot, please, for Libra. What's going on, please, for Libra? What's going on? Show me the Chariot, please. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Oh, dear me. Seven of Cups. It's like, I know my feelings are supposed to be here, Christina, but I can't access them. Okay. So I can kind of see why you're going to take what looks like a timeout, a healthy timeout to heal, because you have some thoughts that are just bombarding you. In the space of your in-love energy is a bunch of mental energy. So there's a lot of mental energy blocking you from either being in love or receiving someone else's love. Okay. It is neither extending outward nor are you receiving it very well. There's just way too much mental noise in there. There's like a bunch of bees in the beehive and all you can hear is the zzz. Okay. Otherwise, by all rights, there's this thing of there's some in-love energy here. You know, and either your in-love energy is not going outward because you can't hear it, you can't feel it, there's too much mental noise up here, or you're not receiving it, or you're not allowing yourself to receive it because you seem to have some awareness of love energy around you. That's awareness. You seem to know to some extent, yeah, there could be a couple things cooking in the pot. I can't hear it though. So, you see what I'm saying? It's like you have the potential to be dressed up and somewhere to go. But Libra's like, I don't have an invitation. Or maybe I don't want to accept an invitation. Maybe I'm not putting out any invitations. So I know you have the potential to have strong feelings with a certain level of swiftness. There seems to be something around you that suggests this could be true. That you could really utilize that Chariot energy, but it's getting lost in translation. Okay? There's a lot of mental noise in there. Now, you being an air sign, I know you're very familiar with this, so I'm not too worried about it yet, but that is a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion. It's like, I don't know if they have feelings for me, or I don't know if I have feelings for them. I can't quite tell which way that question mark is going. But it's like you could. The Chariot very much suggests it wouldn't be here otherwise, that you could be in love or someone could be in love with you. But it's like either way, whether it's going out or coming towards you, you don't seem to be in a place to receive it. Okay? Maybe you're trying to figure out if you even want it. I don't know. But your mind is kind of hijacking your emotional experience. It's not allowing you to feel in the moment. Okay? Because you're taking it up here and over-processing it to where you can't feel the feelings like you should, that are sharp and distinct. So Seven of Cups is kind of soft, confusing energy. I feel this, I feel that, I feel this. It's also options in love. Okay, so you've got a lot up in your mental gears. So that's what this whole thing's about, right here. But, as in all things, we must begin at the beginning. Yes? So I'm at Three of Swords. Pain, hope. Hope for commitment, hope for yourself, getting more back in touch with your spiritual practices for some of you. You bet. That's also what the Hierophant can mean. Show me that Three of Swords, please. Show me that Three of Swords, please, for Libra. I know there's pain. I know there's fear. I know there's confusion. A sense of shadow around your heart space that typically involves rejection, or fear of rejection, or that you have been rejected. Show me this Three of Swords, please. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Something you thought was going to happen didn't, I believe. That's where it's coming from, the sadness. Okay. Something that you thought, and it looks like reasonably, and I mean reasonably expected might come through, didn't. And that's what's causing the sadness and the sense of rejection. In love specifically, it may have to do with work, by the way. If you have recently come to terms with unemployment, I am sorry. That might have been true for some of you, as we do have realistic monetary energy here with the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and if that's true, I am sorry. Again, it's causing the pain and the stress. Okay. In terms of love energy here, there was an expectation in love that didn't seem to happen. Something didn't progress the way it was meant to, or you thought it would, or felt it would. Okay. And I don't know, the relationship didn't deepen, it didn't quantify, it didn't become more real world, lack of commitment, you name it. It's there, the pentacle is there, and it's causing the pain in you. It's like it just, whatever this is, wouldn't present itself properly in the real world that suggests security. You were in some sort of relationship, might possibly still be in that relationship, where it's like it's not living up to its potential. Something's not living up to the potential. Okay, so even if you haven't broken from it, let's say you're still in it, whatever this is, and you might still be in it, if the Hierophant's here, you might still be in it, but whatever this is not living up to its potential. It's not living up to the promise. Okay? And I am sorry that is causing you some level of pain. Yes, it never sucks so much as when you know you have something, but you can't meet the potential of it. You seem to know this to some extent, you seem to be aware of it, you seem to be cognizant of it, and it does seem to be the source of your pain. Something's not living up to its potential. You either broke from it, they broke from you, or it won't go further, or you have or had, past tense, something solid with somebody, and now it's been subtracted. So again, the potential of the thing not living up to the potential of the thing. Let's take a look. Show me that Ace of Wands, please. Show me that Ace of Wands. Eight of Pentacles, for some of you, it does have to do with work. Security, for sure, absolutely. I can't say that's not a possibility. And again, that could also apply to your career. It's not living up to its potential, okay? And it hurts. It hurts. It's a hard thing to realize. It sucks, man. Show me that Ace of Wands, please. Show me that Ace of Wands, please. Show me that Ace of Wands. Knight of Pentacles, the Fool. You haven't given up hope, though. Oh. Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, the Ace of Wands. You haven't given up hope. It looks like to me it's a renewed sense of vigor. There's still that sense of hope and inspiration in you to open yourself back up, okay, to either this love situation or work situation, to keep it going. So if something here, I'm not necessarily convinced to break, it's just because I see a Five of Pentacles, because that is real world energy. Things tend to take longer. Okay, so that doesn't mean we just automatically turn around and leave something because there's a little bit of proof that it's not working out. Okay, I see you still trying to show a renewed sense of hope and vigor towards this. You know what? Let's crack on. I can crack on. I'm very curious about this Hierophant. I don't know that you're just opening yourself up to new opportunities in love. You very well could be. I don't know. I need to see this guy right here. Show me the Hierophant, please. Show me the Hierophant, please. Show me the Hierophant, please. Show me the Hierophant. Strength. The Magician. 3 of Cups. Okay, so we are hoping to keep this thing going. Okay? We are hoping to keep this thing going. All right? We are manifesting strength, manifestation, as well as the 3 of Cups. We are manifesting with some strength of conviction that we can keep this together with whomever represents that commitment energy. Okay, so it is a person. It's not so much a situation as it is a person, it's looking like to me. We do have someone here whom we're aiming our energy towards, but in a way that's positive. And we're going to continue to show reinvigoration and energy and effort to this. We're going to do it. We're going to do it from a place of positivity and strength of fortitude. Okay, I got this. I know what I signed up for, right? And we're going to keep trying to bring it together. That's what I want. That's what I want to do. Libra says, I want to try to keep bringing it together. At least you did in the past, right? It's there. And your effort is here. It is effort. You're not showing me pages. You're not. You know, there's something here. You have dedicated your energy to keep bringing it together. You know, that means it's something that's important to you. And you're showing optimism for it. You do. You are showing an optimism for it. You are trying to bring it together, specifically in the heart space. You're willing it, you're willing it, you're willing it, and you've committed yourself to that, at least for the time being, because now you're showing me healing elements that looks a little reclusive. So, what happened here? Show me that King of Swords. Show me the King of Swords, please. Are we switching? Okay. Show me the King of Swords, please. Show me that King of Swords, please. The Knight of Swords, there you are, taking action. Goodness me, determined to take action. How so? 4 of Cups, to cut out the kind of emotional lethargy, detachment. My, you are very determined to do that. You're like, I'm gonna feel better no matter what. Why? King of Wands, because you're still showing me a certain level of passion and strength and confidence to do so. Okay? You there's something in you that says, Christina, I need to take care of my stuff, I need to take care of my business, and I'm emotionally detached from that. I feel disappointment, I do, and I can fix it. I can fix it within me. It's on me. I see that responsibility. I understand it, and I own that. Well, hold on now. It takes 2, honey. But you're showing me a great deal of responsibility to fix within you what you feel might be your problem. Okay, so if you're feeling disappointed by this dynamic or this relationship, you know, you're telling me I can go towards it, I can rectify this situation, and I can feel good about it. I can. Show me that 7 of Wands, which is dead center reading. Show me that 7 of Wands, please. Show me that 7 of Wands, please. Oh, there's that 7 of Cups again. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so it's kind of like you're taking a look around and you're wondering, okay, I'm going to fix this. That's my plan. I'm not going to hesitate. I don't like this disappointment feeling. I don't like this lethargy. I don't like feeling emotionally detached from this situation. Okay, Libra, you're asking yourself, what's the problem? We're going to fix it. One of these cups has to have the problem and therefore the solution in it, is what your energy's telling me. Man, you really want to get to town on this. How do I fix it? Which cup am I looking at? Which cup am I looking at? What's the source of my kind of down feeling? What's the source of my kind of disappointment? What's the source of my sadness? I want to know so I can work on it, right? Okay, show me the Hermit, please. Show me the Hermit, please. You're like, right. Which cup is responsible for my unhappiness? So you are actively trying to look at it in a way that is thoughtful, provoking, action-oriented, but realistic. Show Show me the Hermit, please. Show me the Hermit, please. So we are determined to heal this. Let's see what you learn. Show me the Hermit, please. Okay, Judgment. Ace of Swords. You're going to have a truth that hits you rather substantially. Wow, Libra. Good job. You're going to have a truth here that's going to hit you rather substantially. What that truth is, I could not say, but it's going to hit you. You're looking for an answer. You're going to find one. You keep going at the pace you're going. You're going to find the answer you're looking for. I want to know, however, what it is that you're going to learn, because I can tell that the conflict and the confusion about the feelings, what's the source of the issue, what's the problem, is really affecting and interfering with your in-love energy. Okay, how you're receiving it and how you're expressing it. And you kind of want to know what's causing the traffic jam, right? You want to know what's causing the traffic jam of your love energy. Why do you feel disappointment? Why do you feel detached? What's going on? Which cup is responsible? What can I do about it? I want to know what you learn. Show me what you learn. What is the truth here with the Ace of Swords? Show me the truth, please, with the Ace of Swords. Show me the truth, please, with the Ace of Swords. Show me the truth, please, with this Ace of Swords. What does Libra learn? Three of Swords. Tying back to the heart pain. The disappointment in love. Yes, tying back together, isn't it? Page of Wands. And having to really come to terms with it. That this connection, whatever it is, isn't living up to its potential. You're learning that. You're addressing it. Okay. And what's the corrective course of action? Love. Being open-hearted about your truth, your feelings, whatever that may be for this situation or person. You might be, Libra, honey, overthinking your feelings. I think they're there right in front of your face, to be honest with you. Because it is love. There is love here. It's a soul bond energy. It's big heart energy. You're right. To some extent, you're right. You are disappointed here that a connection in your life is not living up to its potential. That seems to be the source of the pain. You seem to have identified that when you go through your hermit phase. Okay. And there's a determination in you to figure this out. So I respect that a great deal. That's wonderful. You really are trying to be open-minded about the issue, the problem, your part to play in it. Okay. Where is that coming from? Why? And the fact that this is what you come up to is that the solution here is love. It really is love. Being your most fullest self and allowing yourself to feel the feelings and enjoy the bond, because you have a strong love bond here with somebody. It could be water, does not have to be. And there's the reason why then your energy keeps trying to meet it where it is in terms of freeness and optimism and beauty and fresh eyes and willing to come back to it over and over again, to open yourself up to it, to take a risk on it. That's why you keep trying to bring it together. And here's the thing, I don't know what this connection is to you. I'm not necessarily convinced it's marriage just because the Hierophant is there. I just know that you're committed to trying. And not only are you committed to trying, you're manifesting it actively. You're actively manifesting connecting with this person. You want to. Even though you know the big part of you is, a big part of you is disappointed that this connection is not living up to its potential. And I don't know what that potential means to you. Because the love is here and the love is real and it's rather large. I think you're overthinking what you feel. Right? Because I do believe you have very strong feelings for someone and they have very strong feelings for you. And there's a lot of static noise that gets very much up in your head and doesn't allow you to feel your feelings. I think you overthink what you naturally already have. So what that potential is, I don't know. And it's most likely the real world kind, which I know can be very difficult. I know that can be difficult, but for some reason it's not shaping up to the potential you think it should. realistically. But you keep, that's my point, honey, you keep opening up to it energetically over and over again. Not only that, you've really kind of committed yourself to opening up to it over and over again, okay? With some sense of strength. It could be that distance separates you two. I don't really get that that's the vibe, but it could be. Because I do see longing and reality principles are checking this real hard. I don't know why. I don't know why. And it's like, why am I disappointed by this connection? Why am I disappointed by it? How come I can't feel my feelings in it? Which cup is responsible for this mess? Which cup is responsible for this mess? So you go within, you work on it, the Hermit, you learn your specific truth, that it is tying back to the Three of Swords. This is why this connection feels disappointing, or that it's not living up to its potential. It's tying directly back to your opening, and that because it's not living up to its potential, that's where the disappointment's coming from. That doesn't mean your love for this person is any less real. You get me? There, for some reason, are standards and limitations to this thing I just cannot see. But that doesn't mean the love energy is any less real. It's like, well, if I can't have it in reality, right? Then maybe I'm wrong about my feelings. No, no. Your feelings aren't wrong, honey. It's just this connection, whatever this is, it's not the feelings that are the disappointment. I know you're holding yourself responsible for it because for some reason you're disappointed by it, even though you know there's real world limitations to it. So it's not the feelings that are the issue. They're there, and they're beautiful, and they're lovely. King of Cups to Six of Cups, that's beautiful. It's natural. Well, how come I can't feel my feelings in it? Because we're going to start doubting ourselves and our feelings when a relationship doesn't look like the way we think it's supposed to look like. It has expectations built into it that aren't being met. But yet the feelings are just as strong. So it's like you are trying to really, and I say good job on you, you're really trying to understand the disappointment. You're really trying to understand which cup is responsible for your unhappiness. I think the unhappiness ties directly back to your opening. Because the feelings are here, and they're strong, and it's quite beautiful. This is, you know, I don't know if it helps you or not, but yeah, it's kind of a soul bond thing, yeah. This is someone we have long-standing feelings for. And it's like, really, it's not the connection that disappoints you. It's how it's being executed that's frustrating. Other than that, you have what emotionally and spiritually looks like a connection that you desire. You like to pull it in. You're kind of committed to that. You want more of it. Okay? You do. But it's like you're over here trying to talk yourself out of your feelings real quick because apparently this connection's not convenient. You know, I think you're over here trying to talk yourself out of your feelings, you know? It's like, maybe I don't feel for it all that much, right? Maybe I really don't feel all these kind of feelings for it. No, there's in-love energy here. I think how it expresses itself or how it's executed is the disappointing part. But that doesn't make your emotions for this person any weaker. You know? It's not that your feelings for this person are weak at all. I know you're over here trying to talk yourself out of it real quick. But you know that's not working. So you are going through a rather intensive process, and it does look quiet and personal to you. Why do I feel this way? Why am I disappointed by it? Did I put unrealistic expectations on this connection? Because it calls to me very strongly. I show it renewed hope, good free will, a sense of passion. You have a certain level of emotional commitment, I guess is my point, is what I've been trying to articulate. You have a level of emotional commitment to somebody. You do. you have some sort of emotional, I don't want to say bond, it's a little bit more, you have emotional commitment. This is like something I would see with Scorpio. It's like emotional loyalty. That's what I'm trying to say is here. You have emotional loyalty for somebody. You do. And that's kind of the thing that frustrates you, because there's a certain level of expectations about this that aren't being seen on the surface. And yet you carry loyalty to somebody. So again, for some reason, it's not shaping up to a relationship that looks familiar to you. And when you go within and you do your hermit work and you figure out your Ace of Swords, and it's going to hit you with judgment, that it's tying back, the real disappointment's coming from over here. This Ace of Pentacles isn't expressing itself the way you think it should. And perhaps you're right. So it's one of those things, you can have a very strong bond like that, but if it's not meeting the reality, that's something you need to think about. And I'd like to see that you're doing all this inner work. I would like to know the feedback from your person and what's going on with them about why this is limited or why it can't take shape a certain way, because I see you showing emotional loyalty to somebody. And it's almost like you don't want to be in love, or you're trying to talk yourself out of being in love, because I agree with you, that would be more convenient, but the feelings are here and they're already established, you know? But there's disappointment here. Now, for those of you who are recovering from a breakup, you still see this person, I believe, out of goodwill. Sorry, I apologize. It's not an accusation. It's just, for some of you, that's true. For someone here you've broken up with, you still try to show them goodwill. And you continue to connect with them out of a certain sense of loyalty. While in fact trying to disentangle your energy from them, you know, and you're kind of having to remind yourself that yes, the emotions were strong, but it didn't play out in reality the way it probably should have done. And so some of you are still digesting that, okay? But yeah, regardless, I still see you connecting with them, and it kind of confuses you. It confuses you. It confuses you, and that's one of the things you want to clear up, is the confusion. So it's like, why do I still continue to connect with this person? Well, the truth is, it's the circumstances that were disappointing, not the love. You know what, honey? It's usually the other way around. You know, for some people the circumstances are ideal, but the feelings aren't. And that can wreak just as much havoc as anything else. Or people meet under ideal circumstances, but it's like, you know, you ever found that person who's like your match, but for some reason you don't click in that way? Oh, that sucks, right? It's like, oh, I have so much in common with so-and-so, except I don't love them like that. And it could be somebody who's part of your soul bond or soul tribe, right? Someone who you connect with in that way, but not necessarily meant to be your life partner. Sure. It might be like that. I don't know. I don't think so. Your disappointment about the expectations is such as that you knew it had the ability to live up to something higher, and it's not getting expressed that way. But you're working on you. And I just want you to know that while the circumstances might suck, the feelings are or were real. Okay? So you don't have to do this busyness of trying to talk yourself out of being in love or overthinking it, or was it ever feelings to begin with, because again, this relationship didn't take shape the way I had thought or hoped it would. No, you don't have to talk yourself out of the feelings. Your feelings were real. They were real. Okay? You don't have to do that. You can accept the feelings for what they were, even if it's not living up to. Sorry, I do go on sometimes, I know. So we'll see. We'll see, because I see your energy picking up positively here in the future. So let's let's see what's going on there. Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Yeah? Are we back? Yeah. Okay. Show me this Six of Wands, please, for Libra. See? Show me the Six of Wands, please, for Libra. The conclusions you need are within reach. And it's not the feelings that were the problem, honey. You know? Six of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Knight of Cups. There is this kind of longing in you to feel good again. And you want to. You're kind of getting tired of having to hold off, waiting to express yourself romantically, emotionally in that way. Because part of that involves your confidence, so let's keep that in mind. I don't like the idea of you withholding your energy or holding back your energy, waiting on someone else to help you feel good. Again, your feelings for this person are real and they're natural, but if you're at that stage in the future where your sense of self-esteem or confidence or just feeling good at all is dependent on waiting for someone else to fill in that void, is not good. I don't want you doing that. Okay, so please be aware of it. I do see you looking back over your shoulder at this person's energy, kind of waiting for more positive energies to come in that you can enjoy and respond to. Okay, so again, there's a good chance the two of you are at a distance if you're looking out that much as over here and over here. But I don't want you to be in that situation, regardless of distance, where you're that person that waits to feel good because you got a text or a call or an email. That's no good, and that's no way to live life. Again, there's a reason you're disappointed. It's not for the feelings. And I can see if that is your situation, man, where you got feelings, but you can't put them together in reality with this person, you know. I could see where you're going to be tempted to talk yourself out of being in love. No, that can't be right, that can't be right, that can't be right, this can't be right. It feels like a relationship, but it doesn't look like one. I can't have... No, you can have feelings for somebody like that. You can be in love with somebody and be disappointed by it at the same time. You identified it. Don't forget what you learned. You understand where the disappointment's stemming from. Like I said, for a lot of people, they're disappointed by the feelings they don't have. What frustrates you is the feelings you do have. Okay. Eight of Wands, show me. Show me that communication. Hopefully it picks up for you. Show me that Eight of Wands, please. Nine of Wands, it's getting tired. It's getting tired. The more you resist the truth that you learned, the more tiresome your energy is going to get. Okay. Okay. I had thought your future orientation was going to be a turnaround. It's... You have the potential, because it's on your baseline, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, Ace of Cups, to feel better, but not necessarily with this connection. You need to remember your opening. And that's what you're being warned of in the future, of repeating the same thing. Nine of Wands. The Wounded Warrior. I call it my insanity card. It's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Therefore, we're the Wounded Warrior by self-inflicted conflict. We keep doing it over and over again, despite knowing the truth or knowing better. You have the potential for positivity, Libra. It's just where you're pointing your energy isn't feeding it back to you. Okay? I don't like that. Again, you have aspects of positivity here that are natural to you. Six of Wands, Knight of Cups, but you look outwards and refrain, waiting to express the best parts of you. Waiting for that communication, despite the fact that you know better, and the strain of it, and where that ace is. You did all this hard work back here, and you learned that your feelings are correct, but the circumstances are not living up to your ideal they're not living up to your ideals of what you understand a relationship should be. Okay? It's like you're waiting on permission from this person to tell you that you can feel better when they give you some energy. And I strongly disagree with that. I can see again why you are trying to talk yourself out of being in love. Wouldn't it be so much easier? Wouldn't it be so much easier? Yes, it would. But that's not what that's not what's happening today. Accepting the truth for what it is. That you have a strong love bond with somebody and you want to pull it in, and I know you're showing emotional loyalty to somebody. It's up to you to decide if they're worth it to show them this kind of level, because you seem so tired. You have positive energy that should be going forward but keeps going backwards. Okay? Your natural energy should be moving you like this, and then this connection and reflection of it pulls you backwards. In other words, those two are negating each other. So again, I don't want you to be one of those types, Libra, that's just living for the next text or the phone call. I know where it's coming from. I know where it's coming from. It's because you love this person. And I'm sure they love you too. They must do. You did all this work. Why am I disappointed? I'm going to figure it out. I've got the drive for it. I can. I've got the ambition. I've got the time. I can work on me. Yes, you can. And I also told you it takes two. You knew, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Ace of Swords is tying back to the disappointment. This connection has not lived up to its promise, whatever that promise is to you. A healthy, productive marriage, some sort of productive relationship, emotionally, financially, I don't know. You hit the promise gap, I know that. Whatever the promise was, this is where you are. Okay? It's not living up here. Your feelings are up here, but the experience isn't. So I don't know why. You know? So I don't like this. I don't like this conflict. And it's tying back to Libra. You should know by now. You've already learned it. You don't need to keep beating yourself up with this energy. You know what to expect by now. But you still seem to attribute some level of happiness to this person. Okay? You seem to wait on it. Ace of Cups, please. And just, it kind of breaks my heart in a gentle way. Hierophant, the Magician, Strength, the Three of Cups. I know what this is like. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to be emotionally committed to someone and you want to pull them back, even if it's by the smallest means and measures. But the strength of your energy is such as that you would do that. You know? And that renewed sense of energy. Yeah, it's taken a while, but I still have faith that this can light the way for me, right? And even if you did full break with this person, you know why you had full break with them. Breakup is what I mean by that. You still know why it happened. You know why it happened. It wasn't living up to its name, its promise, whatever. And you still find yourself struggling with it. Because I still see you engaging with this person's energy despite knowing better. Or being wiser for wear about it. To only expect so much. To only expect so much from this situation despite how large your feelings might be. You should know at this point you can only expect so much. Something like that. Ace of Cups. Yeah, I want to see your heart space. Ace of Cups, please. Yes, indeed, I agree with Spirit. Conclusions are within reach, and you've reached it twice. You've reached it twice, but you're still struggling with the acceptance of the truth. Whatever this is, for some reason, is presenting itself as a very limited experience. that will not reach its full potential despite the feelings here. Show me this Ace of Cups, please. The Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Page of Cups. Okay, your heart space slowly but surely is trying to do a reset. That's good. Okay, we'll take it. I'll take it. I will. Bless you, honey. It wasn't the feelings that were the issue. They really weren't. I usually see this stuff in reverse. Somebody, this is what I see all the time, Libra, all the time. And if you've been around the channel, you've seen it. It's like two people are like this. They're in each other's face every day. They see each other. Hi. Next to no feeling for that person. They're faded, jaded, don't want to work on anything. Right? They're just used to it. You have a situation here where it's either completely full breakup, or if it's an undefined relationship, you're getting undefined results. But there's a lot of I love energy in this. I love them. I'm trying to talk myself out of it. I really don't want to acknowledge it because that hurts. Because I know the situation isn't shaping up or it's broken. But I still continue to engage in them. I still continue to see them. And it's like I haven't been able, me being able to express my happiness or my confidence comes down to my waiting on their energy coming in. And I strongly disagree with that. And Spirit reminds you also strongly of your truth. You are finding the waiting thing to be exhausting to talk. Nine of Wands. It's getting more difficult. Because your energies want to open up and express themselves positively and not be held back waiting. So yeah, there's a point where emotional loyalty defeats its own purpose. So that Ace of Cups, your heart space. Okay. I see you going back to work, but this time instead of trying to figure out which cup is wrong or went wrong, okay, and why you're so disappointed, we're going to have a growing realization that we're not done healing and that we probably need to make a new emotional investment in ourselves. Okay, and I agree. I do believe you need to make a new emotional investment and commitment to you. I want you to put that emotional loyalty into yourself so that you can protect yourself and preserve yourself, because I do see you becoming increasingly frustrated by this. Where you were kind of cool and I'm going to hang with this back here because I know what I'm pulling in, even if it's just a little bit. Libra's like, I'll take it. Even if it's just a little taste, I'm going to pull it in. Right? I know what I'm doing. I feel good about this. This is going to go somewhere. Yeah, it's disappointing. It hasn't shaped up a certain way, but it's got potential. Right? No. Don't I know that potential thing, honey? If you pull yourself aside, you assume a great deal of responsibility about why you're unhappy. You want to know which cup's the problem. It's not. It's not. It ties back. This was the I asked specifically, did you remember? What is it that you learned? Spirit said Three of Swords. Where did we see the Three of Swords? And you're opening literally card 1. Whatever this is not living up to its potential. But you're like, no matter what, I can bring this together, even if it's just a little bit. I'm not greedy, Christina. I can take that. Oh, it's not about being greedy, honey. It wasn't about asking for too much, or can you ask for even less and be happy with it. If you have to keep telling yourself, Libra, ask for less and then be happy about it, that's never going to work out. Remember, less is less and more is more. If you're having to take less and less and still tell yourself to be happy about it, how happy can you really be? Less is less, more is more. Here's the thing, and I know this is what sucks, and I know this is what's fucking with you, Libra, and I know this is what's keeping you up at night. That I know your emotional bond to this person is strong despite the breakage or whatever this is. But the situation, circumstances are not. You know that. You've been knowing that. Your love's not wrong. It's there. Acknowledge it for what it is. You don't need to talk yourself out of it. You don't need to deny it. It was like, well, it would just be easier. It would just be easier, Christina, if I wasn't in love, you know? So I'm going to talk myself out of it real quick. Accept it for what it was. But you also need to have that very responsibility to accept the situation for what it is. It's not living up to its potential, and there's a reason why. It's not meant for you. And if it was meant for you, it will be made space for you at another time. If this was meant for you, this love, and it is a strong love. It might even be spiritually connected with judgment there. All that. Yes. But can you live on hypotheticals? You opened up that way. But can you keep sustaining that? Can you live on hypotheticals, Libra? The love is not a hypothetical, that's real. But I told you, you have an equal responsibility to acknowledge the situation. It's either a breakup that will not come back together, even though you would like it to, even in the smallest of ways, or it's a situationship that is not a relationship. If this is meant for you, it will come back for you. And you will claim it in due course. But now is not that time. If this was meant for you, you wouldn't have to wait to express your love energy. You would just be able to. You wouldn't have to withhold it. You wouldn't have to think about it. You wouldn't have to be sensitive about it. You wouldn't have to sidestep it. You wouldn't have to do this little song and dance and tap routine. Okay? I'm kind of upset that you went through this phase of which cup is responsible for my disappointment. It wasn't your cups. It wasn't your feelings. Told you. This is one of those unique situations where the feelings are in place, but the situation, circumstance, placing, timing isn't. And I know it sucks. But I don't want you to be in that shitty position where Libra's just doing this. And every second you do that, it's because you secretly are hoping to get a message, to get a like, get an email, something, anything to justify what you're experiencing. So again, I have to insist. Your baseline tells me you have the potential for a positive future orientation if you choose this way, not that way. The baseline doesn't lie. The reason why we clarify is that we can further understand the base energies. So your baseline is actually quite nice. It's positive, it's fluid, it says I'm open, I'm talking, I'm happy, I'm having a good time, I'm having a laugh. My heart space is open, it's full, it's ready to break off. The whole point of an overflowing ace is to break off into a 2. Okay? I'm lively, I'm well, and I'm happy. I'm rocking, right? I'm going out, I'm seeing people, I'm talking. I've got a lovely Ace of Cups here. It feels good. Everything feels good. So this is potentially what you could be experiencing. How it comes out in reality is that these good vibe feelings are dependent on this person because you're allowing it. These good energies do not have to be tied up to this person. You can do this on your own. You don't want to, right? That's the idea. I don't want to be on my own, Christina. I want them. They're not there. They're not there for you in the way that you need, want, or desire. I told you this isn't living up to its potential, and you know it. You shouldn't have to wait on that. You shouldn't have to be exhausted waiting for the most basic communication, because again, you know where it's coming from. You already know. You're exhausting yourself unnecessarily. Ace of Cups. Here, though, I see you wanting to go back to the drawing board within you. The Four of Swords is quiet. It's an internal process. Okay, maybe I should kind of pay a little more attention to the growth of my heart space. My heart space. My emotional investment. What's best for me. Okay? And I agree with you. This is correct. I don't want you to be like one of those people sitting by, waiting by the phone or whatever, you know, before there were cell phones. You had a phone that was connected to the wall. I know it's crazy. But you so people who were waiting for a call had to sit there next to the phone. I saw a report the other day that says people in my age bracket, we were the last to experience many, many things that are now technically socially and culturally extinct. And waiting by the phone is one of them. I don't do that no more. Oh, the conclusion is within reach. Yes, it is. I agree with you. That is 100% correct. I'm not here today for them, honey. I'm here for you. Okay? I'm not here today about them. You know what's up with this situation and this person. And you trying to blame your feelings when they already exist isn't going to help you. It's the situation sucks. The circumstances suck. Accept it for what it is. Stop fighting it. I'm sorry, honey. You need a night out. You need a night out with the boys. You need a night out with the girls. You need something to get you out of your head, honey. You just, you need to do some reset. Okay. Because you could be having that kind of fun. You could be having that kind of lighthearted energy that you showed this person, no matter how small and hopeful and committed to it you were. You could put that on yourself. And I believe you will be. You're like, okay, I need to take a look at my heart. I need to stop thinking about my feelings for them. They're there. I acknowledge it. I accept it. I also accept the situation for what it is. I should probably focus on my heart now. Okay. Okay. Significant timing only, please. I want to check back on you. Of course I do. In a couple of weeks. I do believe I'll be doing Intimate Tarot in the next round, which is always fun. But I want to see some progress for you. I do. And the only reason I'm keeping this is because you are showing me progress. So it's important for you to see that. I don't know if this person's an asshole, if they strung you along, but in which case you knew better. I don't think that's it. There's something else here. And it does feel like a situationship or a breakup that you didn't want to see that way. You wanted to keep it going, I believe. Significant time frames, please. The pain for some of you. Might have begun, I don't know, anywhere between 3 days ago to 13 weeks ago. Possibly upwards to last October for some of you. Understanding the situation for what it is coming up this October. Okay? But for some of you, yeah, anywhere between 3 days to 3 weeks to 13 weeks, upwards to last October, this is when this has begun. Okay? That was the source of it. Some of you, simply the 13th might have been important. For some of you, that's when you received your last message and it feels like you've been waiting since the 13th. And for others of you, you will not become fully more aware of the situation until October, because ultimately all tarot, all real tarot, is timeless. It'll resonate with you when it's supposed to, if it does at all. Any other significant time frames, please? July, there's that Seven of Pentacles again. 7th might have been important. The Magician. Some of you are going to enter a phase of manifestation, but it's going to be reflected upon you and no longer this person's energy soon. Okay? Yeah, some of you will be dedicating your energy elsewhere within a week. Really starting to get on that. And going within and really looking at this situation. Accepting what is, accepting what isn't. But more to the point, you needing to put your energy back into yourself. Okay? You cannot harvest what is not sown. The love is here, but for some reason it won't express itself. Or you can't obtain. They might be for you, honey. But not right now. Some of you are going to start to do some really strong rededication, rerouting your energy in a week. Like this week. Some of you not till you're absolutely exhausted. Exhausted by the communication, the lack of it, the lack of consistency. So I know it feels like a spiritual thing, and perhaps it is. Repetition. Some of you have known the truth and you've been knowing the truth. So now it's time to act on it, yeah? What you'll do, I don't know. You know, if it's such a struggle to communicate with this person, if it's such a struggle to connect with them, you might not say or do anything at all. Because it really seems like you're in extended periods of waiting in between energies. So, or connections, I should say, with this person. You don't have to maybe do anything. Just be quiet. And, I don't know. It sucks. I see the love here, but not the reality to match it. And I don't want you waiting anymore. Like I said, within a week or so. You might go quiet, you might go silent. You may not declare anything at all, because if this person, if it really is such a struggle to connect with them, it really doesn't seem like they would know anyway. It really doesn't seem like they would know what you're doing or what you're trying to recover from, so you may not have to declare anything at all. For some of you, the 4th might be important. 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. Okay. Again, just general dissatisfaction with the incoming and the outgoing, you know? King of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Is okay, specifically Capricorn energy for some of you. My. Wow. For some of you, Capricorn season might be very important, which is after Sag, so that's late December to late January. Holding back. Somebody just, they always hold back. Always holding back. Okay, I'm sorry. The timelines are kind of all over the place. I just feel like you're learning lessons at different times. It's hard for you to incorporate the lessons, I believe. Because again, there's what you learn, and then you have to put what you learn into practice. Easier said than done. But you can. Conclusions are within reach. If you just step out of the woods, you could see the moon for what it was. And in this context, you could see the situation for what it was. I don't know what it is. It could be a marriage, and again, just not living up to its potential. Could be a breakup. And it's something you just can't leave behind, how this thing could not live up to its potential despite your strong feeling for it. I don't know. I just see the reaction to it. I don't want you to wait to have a life, and I don't want you to have to wait to have feelings. Okay, Pegasus, masculine pride, freedom, sense of self, the ability to fly and take off. You do not have to be a male. What I'm saying is that sense of I know who I am and I have the freedom to choose higher heights. And I have the freedom and strength of will to pursue my dreams. I am me. The Bat. Dark thoughts are less than comfortable thoughts. The stuff that kind of flits around in our mind and it makes us uncomfortable. But the advantage of the Bat is that they get to hone in on their mate. So once you come to terms with your more uncomfortable thoughts and experiences, it's really going to allow you to hone in on what you want, and you have to trust that. And for some of you, simply a bat might be confirmation. Something you might have seen, an image, a logo, I don't know. Big star, Aquarian energy. And the era of Sagittarian, yes. K, J, Y, Dragonfly. Sign of true, consistent, steady, hard-earned transformation, as opposed to the butterfly. The dragonfly is a little more hard-wearing, you know. Okay, anything else? PFN. I don't know, yeah. Take a risk. I'd say take a risk on yourself, honey. I don't know what this person is contributing to the process, but you can take a risk on you. I think you have been inclined to more than once, but then your kind of emotional loyalty to this person pulls you back. Well, that's another summary right there. Karmic lesson, isn't it? Could be. Could be. The reason why somebody has refrained from taking this situationship into reality is because they have yet to clear themselves of another karmic lesson or karmic person or some other kind of karmic contract. And that would explain, again, why I'm seeing such a huge emotional and spiritual bond, but so little real-world activities, because someone's not done clearing out their karmic debt. Okay, that could be it as well. What else, please? Inner strength. Yes. It's going to take you inner strength to learn the lessons that you need to learn and then also apply them. Once again, honey, I don't want you sitting by the phone waiting, because you need to show yourself self-love. And setting healthy boundaries. So if this is a kind of person who kind of comes in and out of your life, and they know Libra still got good feelings for them, and they enjoy that, and that's what gives you kind of false hope, and that's kind of what explains this energy back here, why you're still loyal to this person and you still agree to see them despite the fact that this is not living up to whatever it is supposed to, because it still gives you this sense of wild hope that's been going on for a long time. I'm going to take a chance on them again. I'm going to take a chance on them again, because when you do connect, it confuses you. It puts you into this space of maybe there's still hope. I don't know. I can't lose it, though. I can't lose it. And this goes on and on long enough. Long enough for you to have fallen in love, to be in love, trying to talk yourself out of it. The feelings are real at this point, but the situation isn't. Okay? I don't deny that. I see it. I hope you do too. And that's if it speaks to you. Otherwise, don't accept it. Libra. One of these days I'm going to catch you. I'm going to catch you and your energy. I swear the day you stop overthinking your situation is the day I'm going to catch you. I'm going to catch your energy, and you're going to see some mind-blowing stuff. You know, one day I'm going to catch you. With my Libra collective, I'm going to get your energy, and I'm going to capture a moment in time that you aren't going to believe. Today was not that day. Today was very real. Today was some very real tarot today. Okay. But I hope in the future I am manifesting for you is that you manifest someone that you can have. Not just their love, but their reality too. where you share it with them and they share it with you. Okay. One day I'll catch you. It's gotten to that point, or it will in future, where you're really going to start to resent the communication. You're no longer finding hope in it, and you're becoming more resentful by the stretches of time. Which is providing more and more proof about the lack of feeling from them. Or place in your life, even if they have strong feelings for you, like you do for them. The lack of communication and waiting on them is just further and further proof of what it is you don't have. Okay? So that I'll take whatever I can get with positive enthusiasm. You're going to start to resent that in future. I don't want that for you. You do have say in this. You can choose yourself. Okay, put in the comments. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do that. You do get to choose. You can stand in your power. And you don't have to keep putting up with that. That's something you have to learn. Okay, that's enough. I don't know. I'm sorry I get like this. It just depends on who I'm connecting with and how deeply I connect to it. And yours, I'm feeling it. I'm just feeling it in you. And, there you go. I want you to have someone you can have. Not just someone you can love and can't have. Okay, that's enough. Alright, that's alright. Alright, sorry. Okay, put in the comments. Take care. Be well.